Hi, my name is Jess. Thank you for visiting my channel. Today's practice is about 30 minutes long and it is beginner intermediate level. There are some challenging poses. We have Warrior 3 and Half Moon. So if you struggle a little bit with balance, you may want to have some blocks nearby. But this is a workable practice for any level. All right. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you want to support free yoga online. Enjoy. So, rooting your sit bones down into the mat. Allow yourself to be pulled up as though there's a string attached to the crown of your head. Breathing in and out. Just breathe right here. You can close your eyes if you like. Big inhale and exhale. Bring your arms down to the mat, to your sides. Roll your shoulders back down your spine. Now as you inhale, raise your arms up above your head until they meet in a prayer position, and exhale. Again, inhale, arms up, and exhale. One more time, inhale, bring your arms up above your head, and then stay right here. Now, I'd like you to take your right hand, grab onto your left wrist. You're going to just do a slight side bend to feel a stretch all the way down that left side body. Grabbing onto your wrist, making sure that left sit bone is staying rooted in the floor. So we're not reaching over like this with our seat, keeping it glued down to the floor and just allowing that side body to stretch. If it feels okay to you, you can go ahead and look up into that arm, looking right into the opposite side of your elbow. Breathe in and exhale back to center. Clasp your hands, give yourself a little stretch right here, reaching for the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, arms come back down to the mat. Inhale, arms up. This time grabbing onto the opposite wrist than what you did the time before. Keep your sit bones rooted into the floor and side stretch. Continue to breathe. If it feels good, you may look into your arm, the opposite side of your elbow. If not, keep facing forward. Whatever feels good for your neck is fine. And breathe. Inhale and exhale back to center. Clasp your hands, push up above. Couple breaths right here, inhaling and exhaling. And on your next exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Great. We're just going to give our spine a little twist and stretch right here. So go ahead and take your left hand to your right knee. Allow yourself to use that left hand to sort of push you back towards the back of the room. So you're twisting your spine, gazing out over that back hand out here on the floor towards the back of the room. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back around to the front. Opposite side, right hand to left knee and twist. And exhale back to the front of the room. Great job. Now we are going to actually come to a standing position at the front of our mats. So from right here, I'd like you to stand in mountain pose, palms facing the front of the room. Think about standing tall, rolling your shoulders back. Inhale, raise your hands up over your head. And exhale, forward fold all the way down to the mat. Now from here, we're going to stretch our hamstrings and our glutes. Go ahead and pedal your feet out, pedal your knees a little bit, keeping your hands flat on the floor. Now if it's too hard to reach all the way to the floor, feel free to be up on your fingertips, or you might even have a block here. Whatever feels nice. All right, forward fold. Now, I want you to bend your right knee, keeping your left foot rooted into the ground, straight. Left hand stays down. We're gonna take our right arm and reach up to the ceiling. Breathe in, and breathe out back down to the ground. Switch sides, bend that left knee this time. Taking the left hand up and opening up, fingertips to the ceiling. Breathe in, and exhale, arm comes back down to the ground. Forward fold again right here. Allow your head to just hang. Release tension from your neck. You can move it around if you'd like. Deep breath in and sigh it out. One more time. Deep inhale and sigh it all the way out. Now from here, plant your hands firmly on the ground and step back into a plank position. We are going to just twist to our left hand, coming into a side plank. Let's hold it here for just a moment. You could gaze up at your fingertips if you like, or just keep your gaze forward. Either is fine. Think about pushing that hip up toward the ceiling. Weight distributed evenly between your left hand and your feet. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring that bottom leg down to the ground. So now you're going to find yourself in a modified plank position. That left knee is supporting you. Keep your right foot extended and your right arm extended up above you. A couple breaths right here. Now on your next exhale, bring that hand up, reach overhead, and then I want you to take your right foot and extend it out towards that back wall. Point your toe. Now, if you want to, you can stay right here, or go ahead and extend that arm behind you and see if you can grab hold of that right foot. Rolling your shoulder back up toward the ceiling, feeling a stretch through the front of your right hip. Couple breaths here. Think about kicking that foot back into your hand and opening your hip. Inhale, release, hands come up, foot goes back, and exhale, hands back down to the floor. All right, go ahead and take a child's pose for a moment. We're going to repeat that on the opposite side. So come forward into a plank position. This time we're going to roll onto our right side or a side plank. Think about pushing those hips up to the ceiling again. And hold right here. Now go ahead and drop that bottom leg again, coming into a modified plank position. Breathe in. And on your next exhale, bring that arm up overhead. Lift your left leg up. And then you can either stay right here or go ahead and reach back, grabbing onto that foot, opening up the shoulder, stretching out your hip. Keep breathing. Go ahead and release. Extension. And then roll back down into tabletop, and then go ahead and take child's pose. Deep breath here. Inhale. And side out. One more time. Inhale. And sigh it all the way out. Nice job. Now, go ahead and come up into your downward facing dog right here. We're gonna just pedal our feet out. And we are going to get our heart rate up a little bit right here and sort of get our energy flowing. We're gonna do a couple vinyasas. So, from this downward dog position, gaze forward between your hands and then step or hop to the front of your mat. From here, inhale, arms rise up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, step back into a plank position. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, forward into upward dog, and exhale into downward facing dog. That's our sun salutation A. We're gonna repeat that. So go ahead, look forward between your hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back into plank position. Hold it here. Inhale. And on your next exhale, lower yourself down to the mat. Pushing forward with your toes, inhaling into an upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. We have 3 more of those, but we're gonna speed it up a little bit this time. So go ahead, gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower yourself down into upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, come to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank and lower down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more of those. Go ahead, gaze forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Feet rooted into the ground. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up to your fingertips. And exhale, step back into plank. All the way down to the ground. Inhaling as you push up into upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here, inhale. And exhale. 1 more big breath, inhale. And exhale. Now I want you to step forward with your left foot up into between your hands. And you're going to raise your arms up into a crescent lunge. So hold right here and just breathe. Inhale exhale your arms down into cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down again, thinking about your shoulder blades, squeezing together and opening up your chest. Inhale. And exhale, cactus arms. All right, inhale. Hold right here and exhale. Now we are going to shift over into warrior two. So on your inhale, go ahead and drop that back heel down. Arms come out to either side of you. Your gaze should be over your forward facing arms. So those fingers facing the front of the room. Hold it right here. Don't forget to breathe. On your next inhale, we are going to reverse our warrior. Coming back, using that hand supported on the leg in the back. Gazing up at your fingertips of your left hand. And exhale, come into a forward extended side angle. Once again, inhale, bringing it back into a reverse warrior. And exhale, come forward into extended side angle. One more time, reverse warrior. And then let that arm come all the way around. We're going to come back up into this crescent lunge. Awesome job. Now we are going to, I want you to think about shifting all your weight into your front foot. What we're going to do is bring our arms down to the side, airplane arms. We are going to put all of our weight into this front foot and come into warrior three. So shifting slowly forward into that front foot and raise that back one up behind you. Arms by your side. You might be wobbling. You can see, so am I. Breathe right here. Find a spot to fix your gaze on. That will help you to balance. Inhale. And exhale, bring your arms down to the mat. Big split here, standing split. Should feel good. Now we are going to open up to a half moon position. So from here, you're going to let your weight go into that left hand and your hip sort of open up on your leg that's up to the sky. So let your hip roll open a bit, using your left hand and your left foot to support you. And then if you're able, lift that right arm, lifting that right arm up, reaching up. If you can try to gaze up at that hand, or you can keep your gaze down at the floor. Inhale and exhale back into that crescent lunge. Nice job. Hands to the floor. Step back and just take a child's pose. Nice work. We're going to repeat that on the other side this time. So from this child's pose, come up into your downward facing dog. And this time step forward with your right foot, right in between your hands. Push up into a crescent lunge. Try to keep both of your hips squared to the front of the room. You shouldn't be shifting to the side or shifting open. You want to be facing forward. So your hips should be parallel to the front of the room. You should feel a stretch here in your left hip. Just breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your arms down, cactus arms. Open your chest. Feel your shoulder blades squeezing together. And inhale, arms up. One more time, exhale. And inhale, lift your arms up. Now we're going to rotate into our warrior two position. Gazing out over your front palm, your middle fingertip. Deep breath in and out. Now breathe in and reverse our warrior. And breathe out, extended side angle. Once again, inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. Reverse your warrior one more time. From here, you're going to bring your arm all the way around and come back into that crescent lunge. All right, so from here, we're moving into that warrior three position again. So think about putting all your weight into your front foot, and you're going to slowly start to shift forward onto your right foot. Arms come by your side, airplane arms. Trying to keep that left hip parallel to the floor. Hold it right here. Inhale. You might wobble, you might need to grab onto something like me. And exhale your hands down. Standing split. All right, from here, left foot, left hand are going to support you. We're going to move into that half moon position, so hip opens up. And slowly, if you can, lift that left arm up. And if you want to, you can try to gaze up at your hand. I'm gonna stay right here today. One side's always a little bit harder to balance on than the other, and this is mine today. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, come back up into that crescent lunge. Inhale, and exhale, hands down. All the way to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. And come down to tabletop. Child's pose. All right, come back up, downward facing dog. We are going to repeat that sequence a little bit quicker, but on both sides again. So, from your downward facing dog, inhale, step forward with your left foot, up into crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Hold it right here for one, exhale. And then inhale, shifting into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Reverse. Come forward. One more time back into reverse warrior. And bring your arm all the way around. Up into crescent lunge. Arms down to your sides, airplane arms. And we're going to take that warrior three, shifting weight all the way forward into that front foot. Hands come down, standing split. Open your hip up for half moon. And go ahead, see if you can balance, lifting that arm up. Exhale, everything comes back down to the floor. Step back into crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come down, and step back into downward facing dog. All right, right foot comes forward, lifting up, crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale, extended side angle. And inhale back. Arm comes all the way around, up into crescent lunge. Start thinking about shifting that weight into your front foot. Arms come to sides. And see if you can press up into warrior three. Holding it right here. I'm wobbling. Maybe you are too. That's okay. Hands to floor. Side split. And think about opening up for that half moon. If you can, lift your arm up as well. Exhale down to floor. Everything comes down. And step back into downward facing dog. Knees come down. All right, right here from this tabletop position, I want you to push all the way up into cat, stretching out your back. Exhale, and inhale, let everything drop. Exhale up, and inhale. One more time, push, exhale up, and inhale. Nice, come to a neutral position. Now take your left foot out behind you, and you're gonna take your right arm out straight in front of you. I want you to lift them and just hold right here. Think about reaching to the front of the room with your right hand and your toe reaching to the back of the room. Exhale, bring your hands down, your foot down, other side. Right foot extended behind you, left foot or left arm extended to the front, and lift. Keep breathing. Hold it right here. And bring them back down to the floor. Go ahead and cross your ankles behind you into a seated position. Awesome job. Today was a little tougher. I was getting wobbly on those warrior threes. Maybe you weren't. Every day is different. So thank you so much for joining me. Let's just take a couple deep breaths before we finish up here. So hands down behind you and close your eyes if you like. Inhale. And exhale. Hands down, prayer to heart. Again, inhale. And exhale down through your center. Just one more. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you for joining me today.